rang, Dad.
I rang twice.
Strange, I only heard one ring.
We rang once, but don't call me Dad, remember? I know it's different at university there, you can call me Dad, but
Here, sorry.
all inventories of the computer,
Yes.
second refrigeration units, nature oxide supply,
Of course.
all equipment new stock,
Right at the
alarm
base.
systems tested, fire equipment checked.
Done! Boy, it's hot in here compared to that freezing room. You rang. I didn't say I was dressed.
What a physique! What biceps and lats, and a stomach like a washboard, and saving your manhood for the right woman.
I don't know if I should still be proud of that.
Nonsense! Save yourself for the right woman. Sleep well.
Will it be a busy day?
Well, there's Mr. Naylor as usual, and a surrogate interview and one more patient, and we're off. Well, a leisurely lunch at the golf course, followed by 18 holes. How's that?
Sounds great.
You see, working with your dad this summer isn't going to be at all bad.
But sleeping in the back of the freezing room.
Not another word about that. You protect the clinic from the back, and I sleep on the couch. You know what Bible stuff about there? Not another word.
Okay. Okay. I hope Naylor doesn't put you off your game.
Oh, he'll be okay.
His on again, off again problem gets to you.
Not today. Not when I'm playing golf with my son as a partner.
Oh, yeah. We'll better add 3 strokes to our stuff.
There's nothing going to put me off my game. I was up at 6. I saw a glorious sunrise. Did my loosening up exercises. I didn't see you on the rooftop doing laps.
Angela Arlington. That surrogate, you're giving her another chance.
Compassion, Wilfred. I want to hear her. You have to be compassionate when they fall on hard times. But I'm making her no promises.
You're a softy, you will.
I haven't heard from her in ages.
She is getting on.
When she was younger, she had such fantastic reflexes, such conditioning. The scores in her genetic testing were amazing.
Still, time marches on.
Be kind.
And Miss LaFave,
She comes once a year.
what's the history there?
Nothing much. Did you know she was once Miss British Columbia?
Yeah? What year? So, you think you can crack 80?
Oh, a subpar shooter putting his dad to shame. Well, there's this new book by the Tiger really showed me the secret. I have finally perfected my swing. We can double up the bets for the Browns.
From dimes to quarters.
Golf is enough of a challenge.
I saw them taking lessons from a pro.
But Dr. Brown doesn't work at it. He lacks intensity. Have you kept up your form from Sunday?
You bet.
Did you shoot on a par?
One complication, Dad. I made arrangements to have lunch with Mom.
But you knew we were having lunch at the club. Was that really necessary?
I can still meet you on the first tee, but better than that, you can have lunch with us.
I don't think so.
It's a month after the divorce. I've tried, but I'm not enjoying this half-week custody business. I'm not eating well. I miss you guys together in family life. So I thought for starters we could have lunch together.
That so-called family life was civil war, followed by brief interludes of minor problems.
I may be selfish, but it worked for me.
It wouldn't be productive, Wilfred.
Why not?
It's passé. Water under the bridge. Let it go. Accept it.
Don't you think I've tried? It's been really rough. I'm not sleeping, I'm not eating.
Wilfred, your future should be your focus.
I've been looking over the divorce papers, trying to figure out your version against hers.
Now, why bother with lawyer lingo?
All right, then I won't be on the first team. Tell the Browns whatever you have.
Come on, Wilfred. This is the qualifiers for the father and son golf tournaments. This is not like you.
Damn it. I'm not sleeping well. Why do you think I wasn't jogging with you this morning?
Well, then don't be so hasty. Let me think on it. Be open with your dad.
Will you?
Of course.
Then you'll come.
Use my son, who carries the same surname, then we can play golf after. But has she agreed to meet me?
I'm working on it. Well, she's as tough as you. Anyhow, thanks for saying yes.
Good morning, Mr. Naylor.
Morning, Al.
Right on time, I see.
22 years on time. Set a routine and fun. So how many have I got?
Well, I have to consult the computer. I got a calculator here somewhere.
8,469. Got a cell phone, will you? Anybody else with that inventory?
No, sir. You have the largest.
Got to do it for the cause, you know.
Certainly.
You ready?
Isn't it always?
You know, Al, you know, this time, you have never asked what cause.
Discretion, Mr. Naylor.
Someday I'll tell
Be delighted to hear.
you. Want to hear it now? Sure. Good and curious, aren't you?
I must admit to a little interest.
Oh, just a little, huh?
Frankly, a lot.
No. I don't think I'll tell you. Why should I? You never listened to any of my information. Why, I could have made you a rich man.
Whatever, Mr. Naylor.
I'll give you a hint. I got the idea at the farm when Northern Halo went right. Devastating to the company. Millions lost. Swore it would never happen to me.
Well, that's more than a hint.
But it has nothing to do with the cause.
No. Well, then what is the cause?
I'll give you another hint. Say I'm married. Say I tire her. Say I want a younger one.
No, I understand.
You got it?
Of course. Yes.
No, when I'm good and ready, I'll tell it to him. 8:30. I've got an appointment across town at 9. Got to get busy.
Wilfred,
Yes?
have you reached her yet?
Her line is busy.
Just checking.
I'll let you know ASAP.
Are you working on the pollution project?
Yes, I'm at the reforestation segment.
All right, then. I won't be bothering you for a while. Hello, Emma. You must study harder. Your marks in math are very disappointing. Привет, Sergei, как дела? Having an English problem, I see. Bonjour, Jacqueline. Comment ça va? Shalom, David. I need last month's reply. Postroplecto. Your mother hasn't sent in your medical reports. Naughty. Buenos dias, Joachim. I need your reports. Naughty. What the hell? There, my You are an hour early.
I couldn't wait any longer. I reached out to you immediately. I was up all night. I want one more chance.
How did you get past Miss Kinsbury?
I apologize. I'll apologize to her again. I'm just a talk to you.
But never again be barging here like that.
I promise.
This isn't a subway station.
Of course. I'll work for less. I'll take 28,000.
28,000. Money makes no difference. There are other IVF clinics.
Yours is the best. Don't think I haven't tried, but it is such a close shop. After so many years with you, they want to know why I left. They want references.
I
What do you really tell the truth?
Angela, I can assure you.
2.5 years ago, Grandpa!
Angela, no one has called. You've had a good past performance here. I wouldn't tell them anything detrimental.
I have.
Just need special attention.
I have tried, you know. I really have. And at this one place that was willing to give me a chance.
Yes? Well, what happened?
Well.
You attacked them too.
Yeah, but I want to again. I finally learned. I promise you can do whatever you have.
No, I can't take the hassle. I'm getting on.
You said I'm a great producer. I've been working with you for years. I'm most comfortable here.
Try somewhere else. It's time for a change.
Vulva. Penis. You see, I can say it. Fuck. Fuck.
Hey, not dirty words. How about inseminate?
Inseminate. And I can say other 4-letter words if you want. I can say.
No, that won't be necessary. It took 3 weeks for my eye to heal.
Please, Dr. K. I've had 10 babies for you.
No, I can't afford the time off. Remember when you hit me with the chair?
One more chance, Dr. K. Millions of grains of sand. Millions of different souls. Sometimes I can't separate my mind from my body. I'm alright till I'm touched. It is understandable. One more chance.
No, it isn't worth it.
Remember how I would argue with you about taking my clothes off?
Oh boy, do I. Not in the central area, are you crazy? Please.
I'm trying not to separate my mind from my body. That's all.
Whatever works for you is what I say to my clients.
Please. They just said I'm not pregnant in 1 week. He's leaving. He really needs some money. I held on my husband's sperm. You know how it helps me know who it is. I'm a good producer. 10 kids, no rejects, right? Beautiful, healthy kids, healthy, right?
All right. Okay, calm down. Angela, why not the regular way? This is silly, you know. Why not you and David find your own private contact? Families are always advertising, then you and David can make a baby for them. Give it up for adoption.
And that they would touch me? It's one thing to be married to him, to support him, but
All right, okay. How old?
about an hour? Well, oh, thank you. Thank you, doctor. You won't be sorry.
Wilfred?
Yes.
Sorry to disturb you, but we're giving Angela Arlington one more chance.
Be right there. I knew you'd change your mind. You are a brave man.
You have to help others in this world. You have to be forgiving.
But she's a headspace. I can take her to the hospital.
She has to make a living, and this is what she does.
You know what's best.
I want you to assist me in the operation.
You mean it? Oh, great. Just give me 5 to close up the computer.
Ready, doctor?
I'll be with you. You can't walk around here like that.
I need some money.
Okay.
8,000 now.
5,000 is the usual deposit.
But I need 8,000.
Okay. gloves off.
Do I have to?
You don't have to do anything.
I'll take them off.
Now put on the operating gown.
Do I have to?
Next to the clothes locker.
But they itch!
Nonsense! They're sanitized and sent. The best quality. They're in your head. Good. Now put the headphones on and relax, Miss Arlington, even if it kills you. So,
Ready?
to take on a meaningful role?
You sure you mean it?
Do I ever say something I don't mean? You'll be my assistant. You'll be right there.
Isn't this a difficult case?
Trust me, I was talking to her. She'll behave. Are you sure you want to?
Is that a challenge?
Yes, and what do you do when you're presented with a challenge?
I analyze, I reflect, I synthesize, then I act.
And you know why?
So I can become a champion. A leader.
That's inside.
Can I do it?
If I say you can, you can. You're my son. Always remember that.
I
I'll be proud.
can do it. Why, I'll do it all alone.
Great kidding. At university, you'll be studying books and learning. However, theory is not experience. Now is the time for experience. You'll be proud of yourself.
Is there a lot to learn? Will I know what to do?
Ah, an old professor of mine used to relate anecdotes to desensitize us. He would say, "You're not involved. Tilt the couch, you don't want to see them." Then he would carry on with, "What did Shakespeare say? Turn them upside down and they all look like sisters."
Shakespeare didn't say that.
Of course he did. He was exaggerating. Then he would go on with, "All you need see is the underground garage.
That's so crude.
It's a depot, a car park. This is the submarine.
Not funny.
Torpedo turn."
Enough!
See? You're blushing. All I'm doing is trying to sensitize you.
Should we be going in?
Trust me, I know her. When she says she's ready, she isn't.
Tell me some secrets, Dad.
There are no secrets. There's skills, knowledge, and experience.
Come on, you hit that some.
No secrets. There's experience. That's all.
Okay. I want to learn everything.
Okay, there are some angles on how to recruit surrogates and how to have the best genetic testing equipment. However, this is first and foremost a profession.
Agreed.
Wilfred, you know we have a lot in common. You like chess, you read philosophy. Together we're going to continue learning about power, guile, and manipulation, but only to counter those who dare use them against us.
Right on.
Wilfred, my Wilfred, you're perfectly positioned now to win the Nobel Prize. There are some exciting breakthrough areas you could do research in.
You have awesome plans.
So, maybe you like your dad a little.
A little.
All right. There is one secret I'll let you in on. And I'm not contradicting myself. This isn't the biggest business in the world, but I've built it up, and I don't owe a penny. Sure, the clientele are not all perfect, but, well, I've been to the lawyer, and I'm going to take you in as a partner.
A partner already? Dad, thank you.
We'll start off with 30%, build yourself up to 50. It's not the greatest.
It's a nice offer.
There's a decent living here.
It's a proud moment for me.
And there could be many more. I have some half papers done on influencing the sex of the fetus. Whenever you say you're ready, we can do some research together. I'm just waiting for you to get qualified.
I'm almost there.
Right, you are getting there. But don't make mistakes I did. Strictly the research. Pure research. Don't sell out.
Dad, don't bring up mother.
Wait, let me finish. I know you'll be thinking of girls and dating. However, they'll take you off focus. They'll divert you.
I know you have some regrets.
There's so much work to be done in this field. There's DNA, gene splicing. Don't listen to the materialists. It'll steal your soul.
I'll always be true to myself.
You have come so far. You're so far advanced among your contemporaries. Don't look for gold, look for glory!
I guess I should tell you what Mom and I have been talking about.
I suppose she has her ideas.
She wants specialize in psychiatry.
Naturally.
She wants me to help her with her practice. She's hired so many associates.
Proves my point. She's published nothing in the last year.
Her reputation has grown so. Clients from Europe and Asia are flying over. I guess all those Eastern communists are holding their heads.
Yes, I can see that.
Well, she has princes from the Gulf, a prime minister from Slovakia, the elite from Liberia.
So?
She wants me to be a part of something.
Any clue as to how your thinking is going?
For now, I'm listening to both.
Good for you. You have time. When you have your graduation, I'll introduce you to some Nobel Prize nominees.
Mom's booked the Trump Plaza.
Already. She did. So to work. We'll talk about this again.
Dad, I phoned Mom and told her about the Gulf conflict. She said she'd meet us for a working breakfast. Well?
Okay.
This is my lucky day. I got her on her cell phone. She was coming in from the airport. What's the matter?
It's a downer, that's all.
I haven't spent much time with her.
Do you have to?
Is there any chance you two guys could get together?
How are you fixed for money?
I'm not complaining, Dad. We're trying to change the subject.
Nonsense. Here's an extra G note.
Whenever I talk serious, you want the money. Mom's the same.
How's the French coming? You studying?
So.
I had difficulty reading the foreign papers. Reading the originals will save you time. Need a tutor?
Not yet.
I could work with you on it.
Dad, I'm trying to get my family together now. I can't study now.
Oh, right. Get file 404.
Dr. K.
Yes, Mr. Naylor?
I can't.
Can't what? Why?
I don't know. Nothing's happening.
Did you do the routine?
I thought about my very first affair, right? Nothing.
Go on.
Then the second, the third, the fourth, nothing.
There are such days. Did you think about your first wife?
As a last resort, nothing.
Your second wife?
Nothing, Hal! I know I kid you a bit, but you have to help me.
The books, the magazines.
Went through them all.
Did you turn the projector on?
Yeah.
My mirror, CD.
Hal! I'm starting to get worried, Doctor.
Did you phone the pre-recorded numbers?
Listen to all their messages.
Did you try to dream?
I did.
Well, any sex fantasies?
Nothing happened. Think of something, Doctor. Hal, I'm behind in my appointments already.
You can come back tomorrow.
Oh, and lose a day. I see you really don't know what a cause is.
May I suggest doing it at home?
File my home.
Have you put a costume on? I've got some new ones in. Batman, the Ayatollah, Dick Tracy. We'll try. Put on a punk as our skinhead. They're young and nasty. Oh, put on a pair of those Doc Martin shoes. You know, the ones with the steel toes and the shiny metal surround. Kick the locker. Feel the power.
Never needed those gimmicks before.
Well, then go classical. Abe Lincoln sired many children. Oh, the Kennedys! Ask not what the cause could do for you, but what you could do for the cause.
A cause. You're right. Thanks, Dr. K. Feel the power. Kick the locker. Feel the power. Kick the locker. Feel the power. Kick the locker.
Through ebb and flow
And yin and yang.
through reverence for
Tonight is ceremony, right?
Ready?
Really, really ready, both heart and mind.
What am I doing? We can't go in. Another time, I can't risk injury to you.
Why, Dad? Why?
Angela's nasty. You could get hurt. My conscience will trouble you forever.
Every time for the last month we get to this stage and you chicken out.
It's your mom. I would get flack if anything went wrong. She'd take away custody of the visiting rights we agreed on.
Okay, you know what's best. I trust you.
I know you think it's overprotection.
You taught me negotiating skills. Win-win game. Will you leave the door open so I can just hear?
No peeking. She could throw things.
No, kid.
All right. I'll go for that. It's me, Dr. K, Angela.
Okay, Dr. K, do come in.
Did I hear you right? You said come in.
I'm relaxed. Honest. So relaxed. I almost fell asleep. This guy, Mozart, he's fantastic. Is he still alive?
Great.
How dare you! Touch me anywhere than me! You creep! You son of a bitch!
Dad? Dad, you all right?
My eye. My ball.
Oh, should I get a steak? Well, do you need water? Shall I get an ambulance?
I'll leave it. Be all right.
Oh, rest. Sit there. Yes, you relax.
Stop. Oh, don't even look. Don't even touch. See, it could have been you.
What's with you and Angela anyhow?
What do you mean?
Well, she's a bloody danger. Why not just dump her?
I suppose you have a point.
Dad, was she ever your mistress?
Wilfred! Well, that's a rather blunt question. Wilfred, cardinal rule number 1, never mix business with... That my own son needs reassurance. Did Mom put those ideas in your head?
Well, she's always talking about her fooling around. She says it's no secret you're horny, always on the make.
Wilfred, I can assure you, if you ever had any doubt, which you shouldn't, there's never been any shenanigans ever of any kind.
Okay.
Okay? Satisfied?
Let's forget it.
Oh, grab you with your net. Who's that now?
That must be Miss LaFave.
I'll take care of it.
No, I take care of it.
I have to.
Why? Why do you say all these nice things to me when you won't give me any responsibility but the freezing?
I'm okay now.
Obviously you're not. Now will you just sit back and relax? Do you want to be in here or go have the rest in the office?
I want to be in here.
Is there anything I need to know? Where's the file? What's on the computer?
They must be in storage. They're over 10 years old.
Oh, what's the yearly anniversary?
A while back, one of her oocytes disintegrated. She took it back. She comes once a year, she talks, she doesn't stay long. She's been up in space, you know, weightless, so sometimes she spins.
Nothing much on the computer, just the date of the loss 10 years ago. Did you say she spins?
It's her nerves, I guess. She spins.
Dr. K, it's so good to see you.
Oh, Miss LaFave.
So good to see you. You haven't changed.
Well, thank you.
And how are you feeling?
I'm fine, reasonably fine. Yes. This is my son Wilfred. He's with the firm now.
He's your doctor as well.
No, he's going to medical school this fall.
Pleased to meet you.
He's with me for the summer learning the ropes. He's responsible for the inventory in the freezing room.
As well as getting to know all the patients.
A formidable young man. When I met here down, he didn't have any essence. Had a moral office too.
But he's been graduated more than 10 years. You two know each other for more than 10 years.
Well, I know that.
Then there's something wrong with the records.
So, how can we help you?
The main reason I'm here. I just had my checkup with the GP, and in her own subtle manner informed me that I have entered menopause. So, I've been thinking, career-wise, I've gone about as far as I can go. Being an understudy in the astronaut program has let me see the pear-shaped Earth a few times. Quite a feat, but that will do. It's time, I said, up for early retirement. It's time for a change in life's direction, which means I want a clinger arm.
A what?
A little baby.
A baby! I see.
Dr. K, I'm ready to settle down. I have a little girl to begin with. There, we get a little boy, see how it goes from there. No, maybe a little girl. Well, where do I go? Can I choose which one?
Wait a minute.
There's no problem. is
Well,
there?
no, but...
Yeah, I thought 9 months from today. It's such a lucky day today. I looked it up. Would be perfect. Then, my Sebastiana will be. Isn't technology wonderful?
Miss Lefebvre, this is a bit abrupt. You could say come back. Next month, we could make another appointment.
I'm trying. Trying very hard, Dr. K. To mask, to control my anxiety. Oh, it's nothing really. When I get uptight, something I got into a habit between I was weightless. So what's the problem? You have my sperm, my eggs, you have me. Bring them together.
It's just that we're booked up today.
I know that today is Ryan's birthday. But I don't want to dwell on that. Nor do I wish to dwell on the responsibility of his loss. I know people in high places.
Well, Wilfred, it's not impossible. The U sites will just have to be freeze.
So, it's settled. I want a clinger woman. I want someone to go where I go. Every day they grow. I've been reading about it. In 2 months, she'll be 11 ounces. Can you imagine? I think I'll tell her body, not Sebastiana. Can I see them? Can I pick which one first?
Well, usually the doctor decides which site to use, but in this case, Wilfred, would you accompany Miss Lefebvre?
I want to see the little darling sleeping. I won't concentrate or focus on life. No more teeth. To the future. Dr. K, I'm really sorry. I thought I heard loud banging vibration of the walls. That crazy guy was on the wall!
Don't come too close.
I don't know what comes over me. Maybe we could try another room. I get bad vibes in there. David sleeps in a lot, so our room is a little Out in the reception. Or in front of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Where you want them.
Dr. K,
Ay, ay,
Be with you in a minute.
I'm sorry.
You don't touch other patients in this clinic.
What did I say? Oh, I'm sorry. It's that they will kill me when you're pregnant.
Okay, I hear you. Just behave.
I will.
Rest here. I'll be right back.
nothing's happened.
So, the scan didn't work. Will you try one more idea? Watch the girl across the street. It's supposed to be very hot.
Supposed to be? You haven't seen it?
Just a snippet.
Snippet, huh? And where did you see the snippet?
At the last Society of the Gynecologists Convention, the NRTs have a separate section.
NRTs.
New reproductive techniques. One committee selects the videos for the year. This was the number one choice.
So that's where you saw the snippet. How you naughty.
They showed a snippet from the top 10, very professional, and if that doesn't work, I just start in the goods announcing, and Monica's on video. There's a replica of her knee pads.
You're the doctor.
Did you marry Ryan?
What's happening?
I don't know.
Can you answer a simple question? Did you bury Ryan?
Well,
Jesus Christ. Why are you stalling? Can you answer a simple question?
what happened in there?
We walked over to choose the oocyte and we walked past the spot, you know, and she...
Of course, we buried Ryan. Didn't you do as you instructed?
Why haven't you put up a plaque?
We could.
And a cross?
Okay.
You know how old he would be.
Well, no. Oh, Miss Babe, it was a tragedy. I know breathing is difficult.
How do I know what happened to my other three? Do you know how much we got lost over that?
The technology is so much better now. The liquid oxygen and the backup systems.
I sent him Christmas cards. Do you put them beside him as I instructed?
They must have fallen down. Look, we're making of it.
And the flowers.
They're placed there when they arrive.
I've given up so much leave time traveling from all parts of the world to be here on his birthday.
Of course, of course.
Your dad said 4 would be enough. I should have listened.
No, he has more than you.
Your dad extracted 22 eggs and 14 from that friend. So we were gone, and 4 eggs didn't take you.
No one has more than you.
I blame the anonymous donor.
Ooh.
Anonymous donor.
But Dr. K took out them. So they're gone. Thank God 4 did take them. Tragedy happened. It's not like I can replace them now. Nothing to say, huh? I should have put away 10 at least. Did you give me the best advice?
I tried my best.
Stop being so sycophantic. I should report.
Wilfred, stick close. She's breathing. Who knows what she can do? Report back to me.
Ay, ay.
You get stranger and stranger.
Wait! Or should I say, Dr. Stewart, I was just doing my exercises. Doctor says it's good for me. Should I compliment you on your outfit?
Don't you knock before you come in? Wilfred insisted on meeting for lunch. But don't I own half of this place? Until you buy me out according to the divorce agreement.
He'll be right with you.
Then I'll wait outside.
Stay! He might mind that. He might blame me. Stay, please.
What has Wilfred in mind?
Silly boy says he wants us to get back together. He's not feeling well about the divorce.
And what are your thoughts on the matter?
Well, the divorce is final. Still, I don't want Wilfred to get hurt.
Oh, the humane Dr. K is worried about some psychological trauma? When's this transformation?
I've always had concern for my son.
So how come you haven't come out with when are you going to do some serious medicine, doctor?
I've always had respect for the disciplines of medicine.
Sure. Place needs air. Why is it so hot in here? The room needs dusting. Wilfred? Wilfred!
Actually, he's in the freezing.
Well, I don't need 5 confusing doors for my practice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is a very serious place to work.
I can explain it. Well, it's a certain...
Don't bother! Do I care who your new mistress is?
It's not what you think.
No, it never is.
Oh, why bother about Wilfred? Elaine, is it necessary that we fight over Wilfred?
Yes, it is. Although I doubt fight is the proper word, but for you, it'll do. What? Why not negotiate?
For the 1000th time, I will admit I do not have your verbal skills, and I cannot articulate my feelings well, but let's not fight!
While there was a shred of hope during the separation, I listened to you and I respected our original contract. But now, it's over. Now I'm going to fight for Wilfred, as you put it.
But he won't win!
And why not?
You'll see.
You must have a reason.
I raised him too, you know. He likes the things I like. Golf, chess. We're friends!
You know nothing about the structure of self, and where did you get love from?
How's Miss Lefebvre?
I got her settled down. She wants to be alone. Can you figure? Hi, Mom.
And who is this Miss Lefebvre, Wilfred? Another mistress, I'm sure?
No, just a patient. One thing I couldn't figure out is that she kept claiming that she's been coming for 20 years, yet the computer shows that oocyte was de-inventorized only 10 years.
That is inconsistent, isn't it?
Maybe she's mixed up.
Must be.
Well, shall we talk first or go to breakfast first? Let's go.
Let's talk.
Okay. We need more trust in the family to begin with. Honest, Mom, Mr. Big is really impatient.
Okay, Wilfred, I'll apologize. But trust is not in your father's vocabulary.
Mom! Dad! Can I speak, please? I've been looking over the papers and reading Dad's testimony and then Mom's testimony, and I've noticed a difference.
Oh.
Go on.
Did you guys read each other's? Dad?
I thought the lawyer took care of all that.
What difference, Ben?
Just that I understood my adoption was a normal one.
And so it was.
What was a normal one?
I've always been under the impression that you both went out and picked me. Your version, Mom, is different.
You're correct, my version is different. But your dad felt it was in your best interest.
We did agree that when you had asked, and you were asking to be told everything.
Okay, I'm asking.
The truth is different. I went along with your dad because I was newly married. And the psychology was correct.
So I wasn't picked out at Mount Sinai Hospital by both of you together.
No, Wilfred, I'm sorry. You and your dad came as a package. Your daddy had you in the house with him with this hapless look that fathers have when they don't know what to do.
Dad, is this true?
It was such a long time ago. Does it make such a big difference whether I adopted you or we both had?
It does, it does.
I was a single parent before I met Mom. There, settled.
And the literature said it would be less difficult for you.
When you would be ready to know, when you would ask, we agreed to tell you then and there.
Stop repeating. Well, what did he tell you? I mean, you must have been curious to ask.
Of course, but let him speak for himself.
I told your mom what I'm telling you now. I wasn't sure about marriage, but I knew I wanted a child, so I went to the adoption agency, and here you are.
And you were satisfied with that?
Foolishly, I was in love. But don't ever blame yourself on our differences. They would have surfaced without you.
Well, which agency?
It's been a while. I'll remember. I just forget now.
Are there any agency's papers?
This agency never lets you have papers.
Sure you don't know anymore.
I mean, it's busy here. We can get away to the restaurant downstairs. I'll just tell Diane.
Plan Agency.
Was that the name?
That's the name he told me.
I still don't see the relevance. Let's go.
Oh, it didn't take long after our marriage for things to go wrong and sour. Let's take a hit. I decided to fight back. As my reputation grew, I kept befriending and doing consults to Proplan to the point that Jean Laclash, the CEO, took me almost 20 years. Let me see the record, and you know what?
Terrible heart pain, so.
Don't interrupt! I can take you down there and show you proof positive.
Maybe it was a place that sounded like Prolanum. But why get old history now? It's
I discovered at Proplan that your father never had a baby and never adopted a baby from them.
Is that true?
Maybe it was a place that sounded like Proplan. They have similar names.
You know more, don't you?
See what you've done?
I have done?
Yes, you. I tried to build up his self-esteem, his pride, and here you in one single blow.
I just found out I simply had to tell you the truth. That's what the lurch was all about.
I want my mom. You do know more.
Maybe it wasn't Proplan after all.
Do you know more, Dad?
Okay, I remember now. It wasn't Proplan agency, but at the time it was best. I was new to you, and you were new to your mother, so that's what I came up with.
And now the truth.
Okay. We promised to tell you when you would ask, and this is the truth. So help me. One night, I was working, and I heard a knock at the door. But by the time I got there and opened it, the person was gone. But there was this little basket.
Oh, yeah.
In it, the most beautiful baby boy. No.
That's the truth. You believed him before about the agency.
Not entirely, but you were 3 months old. Oh, God, you were this beautiful, reddish, curly-haired 12-month baby, being raised by an awkward father.
I notified the proper authorities. I waited the proper time. I was determined to adopt you.
And no one ever got in touch.
No, it was predestined. Like if you believed in God. God's gift.
Why did it bring the basket to you?
Thought about that often, yes. I was just beginning. But I had 2 papers published.
More like outlines.
I was known in the profession. Maybe some distressed young lady had a baby, rejected by her husband to be, renounced by her parents, penniless, alone. Well, that's how I see it.
I was refused. I was rejected.
I doubt that. There you were. Simple.
Rejected because of my defect.
Oh, well, Fred, this talk is not acceptable. If you carry on like this is the end of the discussion.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. You're a distinction. You mean.
Same difference.
Not to me. I said to myself when I saw you, what's a couple of missing toenails? can love him.
And I felt the same way.
True, I was loved. It's a couple of toenails anyhow. You were saying about the surrogate.
Just that. Fearing the baby would be rejected. She dropped it off at my doorstep. That's all I know. Why dwell on that, I mean? Isn't it like you had a bad home? Your mother's right here. She'll say the same thing, I'm sure.
Back then, I was a young girl, wanting what every girl wanted.
What was going on with your father for about a year, and marriage-wise, nothing was happening.
And you're right. And when I saw you, I immediately fell in love with you.
There. Are you satisfied now?
I guess.
Come on, go for it.
You promised me a coffee break. So I did. You coming, Dad?
He's afraid. You ask him more questions. I was wondering how she was doing.
Who? Your mistress?
No, the patient in the freezing room.
No. Mom, this thing did act up.
How can I go now? You see, Naylor, Angela, and Suzanne are all upset.
But the whole point was for you to come. It's you I want to talk to.
When things calm down, I'll come.
Just let him be. He'll come. Or you won't.
Are you feeling better?
Why, yes. Yes. I am, thanks. Wilfred was quiet. Understanding. You've quite a son there. He has social skills.
He is special, thanks.
Sorry I felt about Ryan. I really miss him. Time doesn't seem to sound hurt.
Of course.
I'm still having problems making sense of the loss.
Of course you are, but it's not good to dwell on that. So, which one have you chosen?
Well, I chose number 3. Then number 2 said, please choose me. Then number 1 said,
I gather you have some thinking to do on it.
but I'm ready for the operation.
Good. Here's what we'll do. We'll bring all 3 out, and we'll have a few more minutes to decide.
Okay. Where do I go?
Right in there. Just relax. I'll be right back.
Dr. K.
Terrific! That's the idea.
Frozen. Or blocked. The Lord knows what's best. I even put this on. This didn't help.
Sorry. The knee pads didn't help either, I guess.
So, that's it.
Don't let it get you down. Maybe it was your last divorce. I know I had a small setback with mine. Go home, get some rest.
No, Al, I'm tired of struggling these last few months. You get paid out quicker than you can think. You have to know when to sell, when to cut your losses. I thought I could go on until I was 70, but it's not meant to be. I must be satisfied with my count. I thank the Lord for his bounty.
It is the highest!
No, I won't be fooled by illusions. Got to put my plan into action. Got to get the cause going. First you lose this, next thing it'll be the heart and then the head, and then where the hell are you, huh? The devil has opened my eyes. How many servants have you got?
Well, I'd have to check the register.
grasp the scope nor the intensity of my endeavor. So, how many? So, how many?
Currently, I have 42 registered. However, I don't have their current
It's
status.
a start, but not enough. Can you get more?
Well, I can send back some to get clinics.
Okay, and there's other cities?
Yes, that's true.
These women, have they the best of qualities?
Oh, well, to be on my register, you have to have the best genes. Fellow gynecologists in this area also screen.
Then send out faxes. Call the other cities. Forgive me, Dr. Hal. I'm used to giving orders. Forgive me. I have some explaining. Why? I haven't even asked you if you want it.
A clear understanding would be helpful.
Of course, Hal.
Dr. King!
I'll be with you in a minute.
Sorry.
Ooh. I've seen her before. Who is she?
She's a surrogate. But you don't want her.
Okay, why?
I was just about to blacklister, that's why.
Oh.
Why? She's not disciplined enough.
Fair enough. But in the boardroom, I like tough, feisty ones. Once you turn them around, they're the best.
Believe me, I've tried.
Let's get back to the cause. The cause begins now. Let me give you some background. Originally, I had in mind another cause when I was poor. Then I was going to help my religion. I was concerned about their numbers going downhill. But as time went on, I lost faith in all that stuff. God, forgive me.
Yes, we do get a few people down here, you know. They're old country. Could use a boost in population, that sort of thing.
I mean, even with my resources, even when I spoke to fellow bankers and brokers, well, just isn't enough. You can't save the world.
No, no one can. Well, I do have my practice.
How big is your practice? How far can you go as a loner compared to trust and foundation? If you'd only listen to me, anyone I've associated with has made millions. Have you taken some of my suggestions? Reinvestment portfolio, IBM, Microsoft. What do you say, brother? Call your lawyer. Draw up a contract. You'll see, you won't be sorry.
Well, it sounds like a new venture. I think about it.
But if you want to join me in this new exciting adventure, I want action. I can't be demanding a time.
Well, I gathered that. There's also will print security to think about. Could we be considered as sort of a father and son type?
Absolutely, I want continuity. You and I won't be around forever.
Okay. But I have to ask him.
Oh, you're the boss, I won't meddle.
Sounds fair.
Yes, you're the boss. But I have to interview each separately. They are getting the most priceless gift I can bestow on them.
I am well aware of that.
If I'm going
Come out, Angela.
I was just leaving. Sorry, Dr. King. No, I'm okay now, honestly.
Where are you going to go? What are you going to do?
I really need to make some money. I'll get a secretary job, brush up on my typing skills.
Maybe that's best.
Even with the rooms rented, the mortgage of the house is tough to meet. They didn't know what to help, and I have to keep the house, so I got
Your husband, David. I gather he isn't helping much.
You're kidding. Can't figure him out. He used to be a journalist. We met when he interviewed me about a surrogating. Then we married and were making normal plans when he got involved with these Satanists. That also was his time that he was writing about. Anyhow, he wears these rings and amulets on his neck, and he's burning incense and mumbling strange oaths. I keep hoping he'll break away, but he won't touch me till I become a witch. Can you imagine me wearing black and praying to the devil? Oh, listen. Well, I'm on my way.
Wait! I don't know what you'll make of this, but let me tell you. There's this gentleman, you saw him, Mr. Naylor. Well, he's a multi-millionaire in the Forbes Fortune 500. He's looking for surrogates, and not just for one baby, maybe 5, or as many as you want.
Is he respectable?
Would I recommend him?
I've always worked with you, Dr. K.
It's worth considering, only he has to do the interviewing. He saw you. He's interested. He's got this idea. He'll explain it.
I don't do well in interviews.
It's up to you, as you wish. Still, I meant for the best steady employment with a well-connected employer.
Oh, okay, I'll go for it.
Great! You'll see when you meet Mr. Naylor, he's a perfect gentleman. Only play down the discipline.
I'm telling you, I'm really over it. I had separated and kicked the other out after I saw what you was honest.
Well, whatever works. It's a difficult profession you're in.
I'll be good. You're so understanding. Why do you bother with me?
Mr. Naylor,
Yes, Doctor.
this is Angela Arlington. She's interested in surrogating.
You know, I do have an appointment downtown.
Just take a minute. Consider it an introduction.
Okay.
I couldn't go for breakfast.
What happened?
I wasn't hungry.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Should we cancel the golf game?
Things are still bugging me.
What?
Mom's confused me.
Well, that's not surprising. She does that to me too.
No, she's asked me to live with her.
Ha,
Exclusively.
but I thought we were doing okay. You have your own room here. It's not far from the university.
She thinks it's not good to live here. She wants me to date more. Also, she wants to send me to a more prestigious university. She'll pay me, she says.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have a new offer for you, too. There are things unfolding with Mr. Naylor. They will be international in scope.
This is news. When did this happen?
Just now, well, I haven't accepted. You want to be involved?
I'm not a graduate yet.
It doesn't matter. I would put it in the contract that you join full-time later.
You do really care.
Just don't count your dad out. But also listen to what she's offering.
She's talking psychiatry. She has a plan.
It's up to you, but you know she's sold out.
She says you're burnt out.
Her publications of late are just lovelorn columns with big words.
She's published. She's a big name.
What has she done lately?
Sound great, Dad. She says your research went nowhere. You forget it.
No. Come on. I can take it.
That you're a loser.
And you believe her?
I'm trying to stay neutral in this. I know it's a sort of point of view.
What are her plans?
Another time.
Wilfred, come on.
You may not like to hear it.
Come on, come on.
She wants me to train with her after graduation, then settle in Berlin. She thinks there'll be a renaissance in Europe.
Don't you see it's her plan to keep us apart? Just that this is going to be a more exciting place now that Naylor wants to get involved. Do you feel up to it?
Sure do.
You know, Miss LeFay thinks very highly of you. So does Naylor. Suzanne LeFay is waiting in the aisle. Bring out her 3 insights.
You mean it? You're going to really let me assist you?
You heard me. This time I'm keeping my word, Dr. Stewart or not.
Is there anything else I should know?
Dr. K, have you got a minute?
Yes, of course. You know my son Wilfred.
Oh, yes, of course. Hello, Wilfred. Angela's almost hired. I need her CVs, history records, etc. She's past the preliminaries. She's had 10 healthy babies. Is that right?
Correct.
Isn't that great, Dr. K? I like his idea.
Of course, I need confirmation from you. Sign her deposition.
She just needs the facts confirmed. Now, what did I tell her? It was early in the 1990s when I was first interviewed by Dr. K. Next week, I brought in my husband's bio.
Angela's.
I remember all my children, but the first one was most memorable. When Dr. K saw it was a boy with red hair.
Angela's final. Check the deposition with the file. It should be.
Good. That's it. You're on board. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're starting to roll. I canceled all my day appointments. This hasn't happened in a long time. Now, Angela, you said you're going to call 3 other friends.
Right, Nikki did so well.
Didn't I have red hair?
Now you had more brown than red. She's excited with her job, isn't she? Oh, Miss LeFay, put up to waiting. Ceremony. She chose number 3. You're on.
Right.
And did as you said and played down the disagreement. I didn't want to tell Mr. Naylor everything about the first birth.
You did fine.
Especially about the first birth. You can understand. You won't find a position. You won't.
Of course not.
He might not understand.
Angela, you're the right person for the job. You have all the proper qualifications. I'm glad you got it.
I knew I could count on.
Through ebb and flow and yin and yang, through reverence for lightning, thunder, black holes, and gravity. Through respect for quantum and relativity theory, to the enlarging Big Bang, the egg is now planted in reverence to evolution, chance, probability, and Mendel's law of genetics.
Miss LeFay, how are we doing?
Dr. K? I was listening to Beethoven. I didn't hear a thing. His pastoral. I was back up there, floating over the clouds.
That's the idea.
So, are we ready?
Wilfred and I are. Come and see.
All 3 are here, Miss LeFay. I've separated number 3.
Wilfred!
My baby!
Oh, they're not broken! They're not broken!
Oh my God!
Wilfred, are you alright? Miss LeFay, everything's going to be 100%.
Really, Doctor?
Yes, those canisters can withstand thousands of kilopascals of pressure.
Can?
Yes, everything's going to be alright. The oocytes are in 20% nitrogen oxide. Take them with you. Watch number 3 grow up. Sebastiana!
Yes. Watch Sebastian come alive.
Are you alright?
I never had that happen before. redhead. I was born about that time. I know you said that her baby's hair was a different shade. I mean, I want to leave you.
Don't be silly. You're troubled. That is an honest feeling. We'll get over that. But do you know how many babies are born with red hair? And different shades of red.
All of a sudden, I'm seeing mothers everywhere.
It's just a coincidence.
Right.
Where are you going?
Something's wrong with the records of Miss LeFay.
What was that?
What I told you.
What was that?
Her talk with me, the discrepancy, remember? Probably a book entry when you switch from Mac to Windows.
Oh, forget it. It's not that important.
It's important that I show you that I can keep the records straight. So, have you called your lawyer?
Not yet.
In the stock market, we move a little quicker. Sorry, I don't mean to rush you. It's just that I want to get started so badly. I thought we'd get 2 or 3 going today. Could they come down this afternoon?
Today? This afternoon? But I have engagement this afternoon.
Then how about earlier or at night?
The insemination room is booked.
And you don't work nights. Well, the only alternative is to deliver to their house.
What?
Just kidding. I knew that wouldn't be feasible. I took the Nona's course and upside down thinking, it's just that I'm so excited about the cause. I know I should say to you, will we start tomorrow? That's what I should say. It's just that I want to get started so badly. Now, if you don't want to, please tell me. This place could have been perfect. You could take over a few floors. In 6 months, we'll buy our first hospital or 2. Do you prefer the suburbs or central core?
A hospital of my own with all the latest research equipment.
What else? I thought you wished to see it. You're right.
When I was younger, I could have used those facilities.
Yep, we were both poor.
I'll show this to Wilford and get right back to you.
Of course. Well, these ladies for today would really please me.
Jamie's coming down as well. So Ellen wants to talk about the contract. Since I spoke to her serious, she now is no longer pregnant. But she wants to hear from Mr. Naylor himself.
Yes. Talk to Wilfred by all means. It would be so disappointing for these young ladies to come down here, sign a contract, and then go home unfulfilled. Don't you, think?
Yes, it would.
That's funny.
Huh?
I forgot what I went in there for.
It doesn't matter.
My mind went blank. Oh, this is something new. I tried phoning Mom in the restaurant to come up. I couldn't remember her number. I'm scared. Blank, just like that. What did I go in there for?
We have an implant to do. That's what's important. And to discuss this.
Say, she's giving it to you in writing. My name's on it too.
So?
You think I'm ready? You really do.
Absolutely.
I get such confidence from it.
It's only what you deserve.
I can't go in. Mom said it wasn't ethical.
Okay. You don't want to go in. You don't have to. Maybe I'm rushing you. Sorry. But you can learn so much more than a university paper can give you.
Mother, I want my mom. There's a monster at the gate. He's coming close. He's smacking his lips. Hey, Mommy, where are you?
Daddy's right here. Daddy's right here.
I was in the washroom, Wilfred, darling. I was waiting and waiting.
I think he has to go to emergency.
Mummy's here with the dog.
Mummy? Oh, Mummy, thanks. I was troubled. I have such bad feelings.
There. No more.
I'm better.
I'll talk to you later.
I can do it, and you started it.
I'm better.
We'll go home now.
No. I have some questions.
Not now. You take the afternoon off.
Dad, that's not going to help. Is Angela Arlington still here?
Is Angela here? Something wrong that you have to repeat a question? Devaluing me again. Yes, Angela's in there.
Would you call?
Why? Wilfred, she's busy.
Just call her. It will only take a minute.
Do you know why?
No, I don't. Why should I know?
You are everywhere. You tell me if you can go into an operating room.
Oh, so you think I advise you about everything?
Just call her, please.
Wilfred, she's busy with Mr. Naylor.
I see. Are you renting out space for that too?
Even bother to reply.
Those dizzy spells are coming.
So, all right, Wilfred. Please, no more dizzy spells. I'll see if she's available. Angela? Miss Arlington?
Yes, Dr. K.
Wilfred would like to speak to you.
Sure. Who's this?
Oh, this is Dr. Elaine Stewart.
A doctor.
Yes, I'm also a doctor, but a different kind. I'm a psychiatrist.
Oh, you deal with feelings, things like that. Well, I have perfect control over mine.
Miss Arlington, I'd like to ask you a question. It's very important. Will you?
I'll try.
You mentioned the birth of your firstborn, right? Do you remember the date? The kind of red hair.
Let's see. I was pretty well sedated. I honestly don't.
Do you remember anything? Is there anything you can tell me?
You know, the surrogate team has a code of honor about this. Dr. K also doesn't want to discuss any confidential information.
Angela, I have explained everything already. However, Angela, feel free to tell them anything.
Honestly, there's nothing more to tell.
Okay, well, friend Dad, there is this to tell. Tonight, I'm going into the freezing room, and I'm not coming out.
Wilfred, don't joke.
Doesn't sound like a joke to me.
I do have a choice. We're 20 stories up, so I may be history yet soon.
I don't like the direction this is taking.
God damn it! I'll do it right now. I will do it. I'll go to the freezing room.
Brother, wait! It's coming to me now. The more I look at you, you do have the same hair, and your birthday's in
Okay, it's true. Angela is the mother. But don't blame her if she remembers so little. She was heavily sedated.
I couldn't remember anymore.
Mommy. Mommy, hold me. Mommy, kiss me.
What's happening?
Oh, transference. He's transferring the affection he has for me to show.
Is there anything you can do about this? Lady, your son think it's a big
Well, obviously, Wilfred has to work it out. He could fragment.
Angela, please stop!
Kill.
Oh. Which way did she go? She's fast.
Oh, this is becoming an emergency.
Damn, it's not
I wouldn't do this outside an office and without your permission, but would you like to try hypnosis? This is my specialty.
I guess. It's been a while back. A long while back.
Then I do have your permission, and we're doing this ethically for Wilfred's sake. Now, go back to the time of that birth. Think about the color of the moon. That's it. Go back in time. Relax, okay?
It was a pale, white room. I brought my favorite doll, a black and white cow with a cow bell.
And now, Wilfred, come here. And now, Angela, tell him, I am your mother.
I am your mother. I remember your head shake. It's true. I am his mother.
Karen,
Soothe him, talk sweetly, he'll be fine.
I will. Don't worry.
Do you see what you posed?
Why did you do it? I wanted to adopt. I wanted to be a parent. Is that so wrong?
As soon as he recovers, he's going on a holiday.
What about his studies? Do you know how long emotional scarring can last? He's tough. He'll get over it.
where's Angela?
She's indisposed.
I've got messages from different women. Time's wasted.
I'll send her right in. Oh, by the way, this is my ex, Dr. Lane Stewart.
Nah. The Dr. Elaine Stewart. I read all your self-help books.
And you are?
This is the Mr. Naylor.
Bruce.
Pleased to meet you, Bruce Naylor.
It isn't every day one meets an international psychiatrist like yourself.
And you are an international wizard. Or should I be asking you about the state of the world's economy?
No, to be quite candid, I'm through with junk bonds. I'm subordinating my market endeavor. All my capital is going to Templeton's Mutual Fund. You see, I am here for a reason. I have found a true cause. A cause that will bring peace and prosperity to the whole world.
Well, I'm all for that. Who would it be?
Dr. K is helping me. Has he told you anything about it?
No.
Of course he wouldn't. Until now, it was under wraps, and doctors would respect their confidences. But it's out in the open now. The reason why I'm telling you is that I might meet many good psychiatrists. So I know you would be too busy yourself. Maybe you might recommend some. You see, Angela has been telling me that some of the surrogates, even the best of them, have some difficulty. We need social workers, and they will be better.
I'm certainly willing to hear you out.
Of course, your fee will be no object. That type of work interests me.
As a consultation resource once in a while, there is a possibility.
Great, that's a start.
Of course, more detail is necessary.
Of course. They say psychiatry is so difficult. There you are. So glad to see you. I'm flooded with messages. Sullivan wants you to call her right back.
Ah, so Evie's coming aboard. Now she has that sense of twin.
Whoa! A pleasure meeting you.
Likewise.
Now, if you'll excuse us.
Did you say Dr. K is helping you?
Oh yeah, he's running the whole show.
I knew it! I knew it! He's making a remarkable recovery.
Oh, that's good.
And he also told me he wants to stay on. Well, I'd rather hear it from him. Of course, of course. Wilfred, how are we doing?
How are you, darling?
Much better. Much better, thanks.
Well, that's encouraging.
I'm over it. I really am. Angela explained it to me. She has Dave. She has her work with Mr. Naylor. It was 19 years ago, and I do have a long gap.
You see how together he is.
So shall we go?
Can I just have a minute in the freezing room? Then I can go. I remembered what I forgot.
What is it, my cabbage?
I'm just troubled about the records of Mr. Fate. I feel responsible for the discrepancy.
Don't be, Wilfred.
I just feel responsible for the discrepancy. Just a few minutes. And we'll go for a walk.
Okay, I say it's important for you.
So what is he troubled about? Nothing much. Some booking miscue. He's too conscientious, that's all.
Would you like to elaborate?
Not really. Oh, maybe it was when we changed from IBM to Apple. Or was it the other way?
Dr. K! I can't work in there until I get this off my chest. You helped me before. I like you. And Mr. Naylor speaks highly of you. As a head doctor, I'm sure you understand.
Oh, of course, of course. Now, what is troubling you, Angela?
Just like promise, Dr. K, not to talk about it.
Angela, can I speak to you privately?
But now I remember. Wrestling Wilfred's had brought it all back. I just remember the most important part. The part I blocked out for 19 years.
Angela, it's time for a coffee. Let's go.
Don't order me about! Mr. Lee has just made a director in the new enterprise. So I'll have coffee when and with whom I want to. We have to work together. If you are coming on board,
It was just a coffee.
I have my conscience to clear. Is that most important in person?
Of course.
Even more than a promise.
Well, there are promises and there are promises. In your case, I'd say so. Self-esteem is our most important essence. Without that core aspect being nurtured, why, we can grow, and we're paralyzed at that level.
Exactly. That's how I feel. That's why, despite promising Dr. about confidentiality, I remember more about that first birth.
Angela, is this really necessary?
It is.
Just do what you want.
Can I say something?
Well, I'm not sure.
Well, by all means, go somewhere else.
But if it concerns Wilfred's welfare, then I'm entitled to know as well.
After all, I'm his mother too.
Well, it does.
Terrible heart
Well,
pain.
it does, and it's only him directly. But I need advice. I don't know how to bother him.
Bother him.
You being a head doctor. I respect your advice.
Nobody believes you. You just
I'm
jinxed.
trying.
So, I just have to tell Wilfred that it was Dr. K's boo-boo. That Wilfred's ego is of my fault.
You just go ahead.
You see, the reason Dr. K wanted to spur me, implanted in me, you see, I do remember. It was because that woman had stronger genes than me. And poor Wilfred comes out with his nails missing on his baby toe.
And you told me and Wilfred it was an accident at the hospital?
Accident! Oh, that was when Wilfred was born. I remember now, like it was yesterday. You see, I had to spend 8 weeks with him. The prospective parents were still back in Europe. Now, I had 9 other children after that, but no defense. So, I think it's safe to
very honest of you, and I suggest you tell him yourself.
You okay?
My son needs to know. He's entitled to that.
Maybe I should go along.
Maybe you better stay here.
Maybe I'll go alone. Where is he?
He's in the freezing room.
Wait, there must be some other way.
There is no other way. You have to be open.
I'm open. I'm open.
I doubt it. You have to be sly here. You had me believe for close to 20 years it was an accident at the hospital. Was it necessary to tell me that?
Yes, it was. I thought if I told you half of that birth, you wouldn't have taken to the child so readily.
Oh, then you had to trust.
It was a judgment call.
When I heard that, did you know what flashed in my mind? Did you ever love me? Or did you need a father for Wilfred?
Elaine, I don't want to get into that right now. Could it be both? Couldn't have I wanted a wife as well as a mother for my son?
It's just that you lost interest in me so quickly. Moved out of the bedroom. We didn't hear.
The kid cried. You remember. I had bad dreams because of it. Tossed and turned.
Hush, organizations! You left the married bed without so much of a discussion. You never returned. Did I have the right, as some say?
You said plenty with your actions. You stopped helping me and went into psychiatry. That took the starch out of it. You bent it a bit with each success of yours, with each publication of yours. I lost chunks of honor.
I suggested that you see someone about your jealousy and your impotence. Get by and right your bent.
Anyhow, it's water under the bridge.
So it is. So what are you going to say to Wilfred?
Wilfred? I have no problem talking to Wilfred.
You certainly had problems talking to me.
Wilfred now knows everything. He's calm. He wants to talk. Now I'll leave you with him.
So, Dad, what's it going to be?
Wilfred, it's no problem telling you now that you're ready. After all, when was the proper time to tell you? It's not like I wasn't going to. I just didn't know when the proper time was.
So, Angela said spermy egg. It's the same way Miss LeFay talks. I heard her say it too. Ryan, my spermy egg. My spermy egg, Dad, don't.
All right, it was Suzanne LeFave's
The one who's in there?
Her? What her?
Just look at her records 20 years ago. She stood out!
Suzanne LeFave's. My mother. When I was close, wasn't I, Dad, in figuring it out? The computer date was what she told me. I never made a mistake. In all my time here with the records, there's never been an error. It's Suzanne. Suzanne's my mother. I want to be with my real mother.
Well, Frickman, I knew I should have went in with Angela. Maybe I should go in with her now.
Oh, you come tonight in anything. You can just pick up the pieces.
Wait! Wait! It's great news!
What's going on?
Mother. Mother. My real mother.
Wilfred, slow down. Just give her a moment.
What is it with your son?
He's excited because I'm checking the records one more time. We know that your missing oocyte was Wilfred. It was an emergency, so I made an executive decision. I implanted it.
And it became Wilfred. Wilfred. Wilfred.
When you have a moment, It's all there in the notation.
Why didn't you tell me before?
I didn't have time initially. It was an emergency. And at first I wasn't sure it would take. And after I was convinced of that, I didn't have consent from the donor. You understand, you're in the army. I'm constricted by army rules and regulations, just like I can't reveal without his consent.
Oh, is that the priority?
Mother, can I even call you mother?
Well, I guess.
Taken from someone who raised the Fernandes.
You raised Wilfred.
Yes, I did. I'm his raising mother.
I see. What was it like raising a baby?
Oh, he was a very good boy.
He never cried.
Never for no reason.
And slept through the night.
He got onto that very quickly.
I'm so looking forward to the experience. I'm Susanna Fay.
And I'm Ernest.
I'm glad the mystery is over. I never wanted to believe that whose side was gone.
Mother? Mother?
Come!
Aren't you glad?
Of course. The thought of him being alive rather than gone is great.
Mother. Mother. Oh, kiss.
Now, Wilfred, wait a minute.
He needs some private time with you.
Please, if you know more about me, this isn't a beseech request.
No. It's okay.
No, I'll give it a try.
Never mind. It's obvious I'm nothing much to.
I didn't say that.
I see it all now. It's okay. I can handle this. She doesn't care. I don't care. She has her life. I have mine.
Well, I think we should see how Sebastiana's doing. What do you think?
A great idea. Bonnie, I want to get going. I'm ready. The number 3 you said is nearly thought, right?
Well, let's check.
Soon it will be jumping.
This high?
Right to the jungle.
You bet.
It's not possible.
What? And he kept funny records?
Now I didn't say that.
But what do you think?
Oh, it'll have some explanation, I'm sure.
You see, he's a liar. And he can't be trusted.
Just relax, listen to the tape for a few more minutes.
Can you explain why there are 2 files?
Certainly.
I knew it. You kept funny and illicit records.
Nonsense, they're all there.
In separate places?
They have to be.
Yeah. Why?
There are separate records for different auditors. Tax auditors need not see what the medical auditors can, and vice versa. And there's also the outside chance of theft and fire.
Oh, he's covering up. You'll never find anything from him.
So, who is the father?
Of course you know who the father is, right?
No! I don't.
For this one time, I will reveal the donor. They're mine! I made the donation, I'm the donor, I'm the father. There.
It's only 5 minutes to go.
Just relax and listen to the tape for a few more minutes.
The last few minutes are the hardest.
I know.
Susan! Can I see your feet?
What a strange little boy you are. Sorry, but I don't have the time for games.
I've already looked.
Could
It's
you
a
read?
strange request, isn't it?
Move your slipper for one moment. you mind asking her?
Miss LeFay, it would be very helpful.
No! I've had too many requests in this place.
Suzanne, as mother to mother, I think it is important to go. It is not so difficult.
But I don't know what he's after.
Suzanne, I'm not only a mother. I'm a psychiatrist and my son needs to know. It is not so difficult.
I don't see why I should.
Mom, will you help me?
Well, friend, you must fight your own battles.
I need you now.
Then you must take the initiative.
What should I do?
Show her your
See
What?
my baby toes.
What about them?
The toes. The toenails are missing.
Oh. I see now. I hardly noticed. Well,
Are yours the same?
I'm not cooperating. In fact, this is a crazy place.
Oh, excuse me, Dr. Stewart, but if it's okay with you and Dr. K, I'd like to discuss my offer, since we're all in this as one big, happy family. May I continue?
Well, it's all right with me.
Sure. Have you been thinking about my offer?
I need a little more time.
Of course you do. I remember you saying so. But did I mention 500 acres of land near Yarmouth, Nova Scotia? Prime, pure, bliss, any time you want a treat.
Thanks, that's good to know.
The children will grow up there. They'll have their own private schools, the best teachers and tutors. Yes, sir, Dr. K, I'm gonna up the up.
Look, I don't want you to think I'm stalling to hang out more
Of
pudding.
course not. My thinking is that we'll have to buy a chain of hospitals
A chain.
to move the pace along. Scope of that kind will ensure I live to see some of my progeny, right? First dollies and monkeys, finally cloning males. The sequence of DNA are done. You need money, right?
It sure would be helpful.
I play bridge with Bill Gates, Warren Buffett. There'll be plenty of money. Would you consider taking charge?
The whole enterprise.
Why not? I can't do it by myself, can I? Who else do I trust?
Well, it's sounding more exciting by the minute. However, I have other plans. I was thinking of getting back into full-time research. I wouldn't have time for it. You say you are demanding.
Al, I recognize a good man. I'm going to get you.
I haven't said no.
We go back a long way. I value your experience. So, what's holding you back, really? Should I? No.
It's personal. Let's just say I'm working on it.
I've got to try to hire you.
So what is holding you back?
I'm not a fast mover.
A thinker. It have begun in a day. So he's motivated. He won't wait.
Say loudly.
So what with this research stuff? Haven't you given up?
Why should I? I'm slow but steady.
Here, Mr. Naylor is offering you a golden opportunity.
You'd think so. I can imagine what it would be like working for him.
It's a prestigious position with perks. I bet he'll give you a private jet. Make sure you ask him for a private jet.
It's always been your fault.
What? That I'm ambitious? I'm certainly not alone.
No, your blindness. Here, you're published, but you downgrade my attempt to get back at it.
Your concerns.
Your theories are the flaws. Research to me was springboard to get somewhere, not an end. A doctor who has a position with a firm like this is way past above research, is flying. Wilfred, what did you find out?
Her toes are normal.
See? What did I tell you? Ah, so she did show that to you. Good for you, Professor.
I have to promise her something, Mom. You may not like it.
Uh-oh. What's that?
She's afraid to ask you, but she wants some advice.
Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. She's your dad's primary patient, and I would have to have his permission, which I doubt he might like to give. Be my guest. Thanks a lot. Any idea what she wants?
She wants to talk about single parenting, about not having a dad around because she doesn't want to marry me.
Okay, I see I can't get out of this. Miss Lefebvre, this is Dr. Stewart.
Yeah.
You see? What did I tell you? Don't you think I didn't check up on Suzanne? Her history is flawless.
Dad?
What now?
So, if it isn't Angela's and not Suzanne's, then the defect must have come from you.
Nonsense! There's never been a defect in my lineage.
Deny all you want. At the very least, you're a character.
No, I'm not.
You must know it as someone. Why don't you have any children with Mom then?
There are other reasons for not getting further involved in Delaney.
I think I will go away with her for a while. You don't want to be square with me. You say you have proof, but you won't show it. I'm going to leave here always thinking that you gave it. I'm going to get some personal stuff from the freezing room, then I'm gone.
Maybe it's time. For you to know everything. I was going to tell you when you had graduated. So what, Miss Little Tuner? Words can't describe what I wish for. And you are. Can't you see it's a distinction, one alone from nowhere, an evolutionary upgrade? Maybe it's time for more changes. Your foot has been around for a long time, 4 million years. It might be time for more changes. My computer has a personal access code. You might learn it. It's 22A 44K 11. This is a shared trust, a shared confidence that only a father does with his son. Understood? Swear?
I swear.
Watch the screen. Wilfred, at long last, I'm showing you these kids. They're your half-brothers and sisters. They're related to you. All have had 3 mothers and 1 father. And none of them have a distinction. Here, look at the data before someone bothers us. And I know how important it is to you and to our relationship that you know I can deliberately give you an effect. And I know it raises other questions. Like all of these brothers and sisters couldn't have all been accidents. They weren't. None of them were. Simply all of you were selected. All of your brothers and sisters.
Selected.
Wilfred, you were the first. You are the best. I wanted you to be the best in the world, to be the perfect. You especially because you were raised by a psychiatrist. You are the oldest, the firstborn.
I don't know what to say.
Start by saying hello to Joaquin, Shlomo, Judy, Lecter, Emma.
Hello. Okay.
Start by seeing your so-called defect as a distinction. One alone, an evolutionary upgrade. The human foot has been around for a long time, 4 million years. It is this change that allowed us to come down from the trees and walk upright. It may be time for more changes. The next step up. You've seen Close Encounters. They didn't have big, clumsy feet, did they?
You sure make your case, don't you?
You see? Do you feel better about yourself?
I don't know. I feel better, I think.
Well, that's all that counts. Well, what have we here? Everything ready to go?
Suzanne has something to tell you.
Could you speak for me, Dr. Stewart?
I don't think so.
I'm not going through with the operation.
Okay. We never force anyone to do anything they don't want. May I ask why?
Unless you change the consent form.
Change them to what?
That the oocytes are totally my property, that the anonymous donor has no say in their destiny, that in case of emergency I must be informed, that donors be identified.
You can stop there.
So you won't consider these proposals?
It's not my jurisdiction. There are larger bodies working on these questions. Is this the advice you gave her?
Let's just say that I clarified her thoughts and let them bounce on.
I can only follow the rules of the Society of Gynecologists and governmental law.
Then I better get ready. This was supposed to be the happiest day of my life.
Let me help you. So, you won't reconsider?
I couldn't if I wanted to.
I'll get ready.
I'll go with you.
I figured it out.
What?
I have the answer.
You do?
There could have been a mix-up.
What mix-up?
Someone's sperm back there. There could have been a mix-up.
Impossible.
Why do you say that?
I just know. Because of all the safe proof systems I've installed.
You mean the labeling like blue 404?
That.
The burglar proof from the fire alarm?
That too.
But just say, I made a mistake. Say I shifted the vials around by accident. Or what if there was someone malicious who got in there?
But that's why I hired you. You and I are the only two that have access. That's why we live here. Before you, there was only me.
Do you deny the possibility of a mix-up?
Yes, I do. Categorically, empirically.
There you go again.
I knew when I published my data that there would be skeptics and cynics that would say just that. So in order for that never to happen, I never allowed a sperm back there that was not my own. So whether it's Slovo, Trudy, Lacko, or yourself, it's all my donated sperm.
Not one sperm back there is someone else's.
Not one!
The others in there are not labeled. Some are green and red as well as 404.
Doesn't matter what's on the label or no label. I couldn't allow for a mistake.
What about Naylor's section?
The system had to be foolproof.
Why didn't you tell me before?
You weren't ready. Satisfied?
I don't know if I am or not. It is astounding to be selected, to be unique, to have had the best.
Wilfred, you know the truth now. 2020 is around the corner, leaving everything to chance is quickly dwindling.
Yeah, I can see that.
Doesn't it feel great to know you've been given a head start by being bred by the best and raised by the best?
Yes! I think so.
Well, think about it some more. Think about your academic percentiles. Think of your hand-eye coordination in golf. Think of your social skills, your thinking.
I didn't turn out too bad. Did I?
Wilfred! Wilfred, this is the proudest moment for me. I knew I did the right thing.
She's almost restful, Fred. She wants you to adjust the temperature of the chemist.
Sure, in a minute.
She's going on how much you've changed. How back then you were so kind to her, and now how much you haunt. Are you involved with her? Are you trying to get her even or something?
There you go again. You've got this flaw that every woman I've met has had an affair with.
Can you blame me? All these women you deal with on a first name basis.
I know the work I do with them.
No
half the time.
I know more than that. I know about his side projects. Believe me, he's been faithful.
What do you know?
Wilfred.
I better say all this to Dave.
Is there any truth in what's Wilfred saying? Is there any conceivable way that you haven't been playing around?
Maybe.
Well, will you share it with me?
I have nothing to say.
And why not?
You haven't shown any interest in the last 19 years, so why should you now?
The stakes have been upped. I'm truly concerned about Wilfred.
He seems to be weathering everything just fine. Anyhow, it's time for him to grow up.
You must admit I've had circumstantial evidence of a high order.
Well, that may not be where the truth lies.
Have you been using your sperms here for some experiments?
I may have.
Dad, would you like to check it? Looks all right. I turned the liquid oxygen to -32 and the nitrogen.
Does Miss Lefebvre want me to?
We both.
Okay.
I think there's something you should know, Wilfred. It would have come out at our breakfast anyway. It has been unfaithful.
He has not.
As I was saying, I'm prepared to reconsider our strained relationship. It could be as it was. We could live in the same house as a family.
And we would share
Yeah.
and talk and go out.
I'm prepared to try.
Have you asked him?
No. It's not forthcoming. But sometimes a child can act as the bridge. If it thinks relationships are worth saving.
That's why I wanted you guys to get together.
I checked your work, Wilfred. You did it correctly. Good boy.
Dad, I want you to tell her about your experiments so that she'll see if you haven't been unfaithful to her. She might not like it. You were unfaithful, were you?
No, I've been working on a paper.
Still doing research.
We never change our spots.
Okay, so what is it about?
It is about genetics versus culturalization and genetics versus socialization. By keeping myself the constant, I've inseminated oocytes where the male wasn't potent, or where the woman wanted a single-parent family. So far, I've been tracking six.
Six.
Wilfred was the first. He has had the best of everything. The best genes, the best gesticulation, the best rearing. The rest have too. They have social and cultural elements from all over the world.
And what have been the results?
You have been outstanding. Your academic percentiles exceed anyone else in the group. The rest are, well, mixed.
Mixed or mediocre?
Well, mixed.
That's easy enough. They didn't have you for a mother.
So how does this explain his faithfulness?
Shall I go on?
Come on, give him a chance.
In order to make the experiment process proof, I've never allowed a sperm back then. That was not my own. I needed my sperms for my experiments.
Stupid. Unbelievable that I ever thought that you would be capable of getting involved with another woman.
Mom, it's supposed to help.
That's it.
That's it. Is that to explain why less attention was paid to me? Oh, this is a fine way to find out that he is your biological father. You should have told me this 19 years ago.
But doesn't it help?
No, it makes it worse. You didn't marry me for love. You married me to raise this child. Oh, I would have preferred him having one or two affairs that would have been healthier.
To ease your conscience, no doubt.
This was supposed to clear things up.
It makes it worse. It raises all kinds of new questions that trouble me. But experiments in this world are worth jeopardizing a loving, mature relationship.
Oh, well, it's all right for you to be published, but not for me.
It's repairable. That's the point. You can be reconciled.
Why? You heard him say he's not ready to be published yet. How could someone endure such ego, such gratifications? Will you ever give up your experimenting?
No, never. I don't want to go back. I don't want her control over me. I want it to be published too. I can't stand her success. Would you believe I stopped getting an erection because she belittled me? All I wanted to do was be published. Here I'm potent. Thank you.
Okay, Wilfred. I want it. Come, we'll go for a few weeks holiday. Dad?
Stay with me, son. You're ready for it. It's an exciting place to be.
Stop with the rhetoric! Come on, Wilfred, let's go. Through it all, Mom. Dad has always had my best considerations at heart.
Of course, and I mean, you have to leave right now, but I'd like to hear you say that you will consider some choices in my direction.
I can't promise you that.
Okay, Pat. Have it your own way. That's the way you feel about it. Come and visit often.
I will, often, to be sure.
Suzanne? Miss LeFebvre, you're really going through with this?
Yes. I don't need you. I am wrong.
It was just a small delay.
There must be a place where my kids will be born in serenity and quietude. Is there such a place?
I don't know. I'd have to do some research on it. But right now, off the top of my head, I doubt it.
If there isn't, then I'd like to get involved with some medical people and run a clinic like this.
Everything can be made ship-shape. You can have your operation in 2 minutes.
Will you reconsider your term?
Well, no. Should I stop you from having your eggs made into oocytes and frozen because you're a single woman?
Why, no.
Should I be asking your sexual preference before I take you on as a patient?
Definitely not.
Well, then. There you are.
Nothing to be done here is impossible.
You brought up the sexual preference bit. So let me tell you something. When I was weightless, up in the sky, one of the experiments that was never officially announced was whether love could be made while being weightless. The powers that be wanted volunteers, and I did. I had many sexual encounters spinning around in the ship. Let me tell you, the commanders and scientists were very proud of me. But the after effects on Earth were rather startling. I became horny like hell with both men and women. Now you may well ask what this has to do with you. Well, Wilfred and I were not altogether neutral back there in the corner. There were moments where spin was not enough. Memories are not altogether satisfied. So I took him, and when he told me he was a virgin, I took him a couple of more times. Yeah. Too many bad vibes in this place. Some good ones with Wilfred, let me tell you. But it would be bad karma for Sebastiana. I'll go somewhere else. Are you okay? Oh, Wilfred. Here are some original moonstones that I got for my boss for special assignment.
Why, thank you. Whatever are these for?
Just take them.
Suzanne, your conversation interests me. I have some gynecological friends who could use a strong, organizing individual.
Really?
May I join you for coffee?
You'll have to prove you have the resources.
Never again will I tell a patient to recite pregnant. Wilfred, mark my words. Someday we're going to have to trade gallons of sperm for one egg. Maybe they won't even allow for a male child.
We've got so much done. I have lined up 30 circuits. Would you believe I have several things for tomorrow and the next day?
And I have some hospital real estate sites to start looking for.
Well, I guess something, Dr. K, that you have to tell Mr. Naylor? How's it soon, Doctor, to be? Isn't there something Dr. Naylor should be made aware of? And I thought you had taken care of that as soon as I left. Well, there. Dr. K stated that all your spurs you wanted for the cause. Well, he destroyed them.
He did what?
Simply never get them.
That's impossible. Kay wouldn't do that. No way.
That's what he told me. You have my words on it.
And now, you work here.
Mr. Naylor.
I haven't heard it from the doctor yet.
I couldn't keep them, Mr. Naylor.
You destroyed all my sperms. All 8,469.
I had to. I couldn't have those numbers cultured on my property. It would put you in danger.
How's that?
Just think of the mothers that wouldn't give the babies up after they knew it was a Naylor.
How would they know?
You're interviewing the surrogates, aren't they?
They would be under contract.
Yes, but then they wouldn't give the babies up. Even you couldn't afford that many paternity suits.
All my sons and daughters. 8,469. You kept on reverting my files in the freezing room. I have a right to know what's going on back there.
Those are files back there, aren't they?
They're mine.
Are there any sperms back there that are mine?
No, they're all mine.
Yours, eh? That's so loud. So, I would have been distributing your sperms.
That would have been our defense in case you got sued.
That might be good for some lawyers, but it isn't good enough for me.
You would have gotten credit in the research.
What? I don't care. Angela has come into my life.
Oh, I was so worried you were leaving me.
Never that I would fight over.
Oh, thank you, Brian.
What you've done for me can only be considered a miracle. Oh, thank you, Doctor.
And you still want to marry me?
Of course, of course.
Mr. Naylor phoned David and made a settlement. I still don't believe it.
Believe, my darling, you will have a castle, and not only in Spain.
Well, that worked out. Isn't it nice to know a miracle happened here?
The cause was just a substitute anyway. She didn't even need where I went.
And I didn't slap him already. You see, I can even talk about it. Can I take those silly emails with me?
Love doesn't happen every day. Well, where are you two lovebirds off to?
Oh, well, to start off, we booked the castle in Cabin, then wherever she chooses. Have you given it much thought, Anna?
I'll begin right now.
We can still make the first tea.
You can't go on as adult.
Oh, yes. Yes, better give back all your silk costume.
Can I see your feet?
No, I never usually show them, even make love in my shoes.
Your toes. They have no toenails.
Yeah, being in our family for generations, don't underestimate them.
Father, you are my father.
Oh no, Wilford. Ow.
Father, can I talk to you?
How did this happen?
I don't know.
I was so careful, so meticulous.
I was here, that's all I know.
Father, my real father.
Well, Wilfred, we do have something in common.
Does it affect your balance sometimes?
Less and less as you grow older. Wilfred, Angela and I are rather busy right now. We have to go.
Dad, can I come with you?
I'm afraid not.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Wilfred, please, I have Angela here. We're starting a new life.
But there's lots to talk about.
Of course there is. When we get back from our honeymoon, we'll get together.
When will that be?
A couple of months. It's rather indefinite right now. Ready, Angela?
Ready to ever be.
But, Paul,
We have a plane to catch. You do understand, don't you?
Bye, Wilfred.
Wilfred? Wilfred? Wilfred, what will this accomplish? We'll find another nail